What's going on, guys? It's Kai, and on this channel we look at all things stocks. I upload 3 times a week on this channel, so if you are new, hit that subscribe button. Just letting you know, I'm not a financial advisor, but everything I bring you is straight facts, so let's hop into the video. Today, I'm telling you guys not to download Trading 212 until you watch this entire video and get a full understanding on the app and what the benefits and negatives are. So let's hop into an overview of what the app actually is and what it does. Before I hop into the video, if you guys want a free stock worth £100, use my link in the top line in the description down below. You sign up, you deposit the minimum of £1, then we basically both get a free stock worth £100. It's definitely worth doing. Go ahead and use that link. Trading 212 is an app that basically gives you trades that are no commission, no fees whatsoever. And these are just some of the statistics and figures that they list on their website. This is their growth in 12 months in terms of who they're dealing with and how much they've grown. 12 months ago, they had 400,000 clients and that went to 1.4 million. In assets under administration, they have £50 million. Now they have 2.7 billion. 15,000 stock trades per day on average, and now it's gone to 1.5 million stock trades per day average. Then 28,000 daily active users, and now it's gone up to 600,000 active users. It's now become the UK's #1 trading and investing app with over 15 million downloads and rated by over 180,000 customers. Trading 212 actually have 3 different ways of trading on their app. They have the investing side of things, where it's basically what it says on the tin. You invest in the companies that you want to choose. And here it has the CFDs, which is active trading with leverage. And then they also have the ISA, which is invest in a no-fee ISA, invest in a tax-free zero commission stocks with shares ISA. So Trading 212 is authorized and regulated by the FCA, which is a financial conduct authority. Your funds are kept in a segregated account and protected by the FSCS up to £85,000, and we protect your data by implementing the industry best practice. And here's one of the things I actually quite like that they implement throughout the whole entire Trading 212, and it's actually featured on their app, is they actually run a YouTube channel that gives you tips, tricks and ways of trading throughout the whole entire time, especially beginners. It's quite a beginner friendly and user friendly app and desktop that it's actually quite beneficial. Overall, getting some really good views, and obviously these videos are actually really beneficial to the people, and even I've used some myself. So overview, what they're actually selling to us and how it looks on the tin is very good. You know, I'm quite impressed. It's, like I said, it's very user friendly, and here are some of the benefits that I think that this app actually offers to people, and I think the reasons to actually own this app. There's no commission paid whatsoever on any purchase that you make. Everything is free. You're not charged absolutely anything. The only time there are fees is when you're depositing money. If you're depositing via debit, credit card, kind of Visa card, anything over £2,000, you will be charged 0.7% on your transactions. But if you were to bank transfer it and do it sort of that way, there'll be no transfer fee whatsoever. The only time you'll ever see fees in Trading 212. One thing that they do offer, which I think is absolutely incredible, is the fact that they give fractional shares. Say for example, we take an Amazon stock, that's $3,000. You would have to purchase one whole stock in typical brokers to get that stock. Whereas here, you can actually buy a fraction of the stock. It's up to about 7 decimal places. Their main motto and their main slogan is start investing with as little as £1, and that's the minimum deposit. You can actually go ahead and purchase fractional shares on these companies. So you do not need to have $3,000 right away to slap that on a trade. You can actually do it in fractions. So I could put £1 in Amazon and that would be completely okay to them. Not only is this the #1 trading app within the UK, they actually have 10,000 stocks available throughout, and this is by far a higher amount than any other trading app available in the UK. So many different stocks that we can actually take a piece of and actually work with. Not only does Trading 212 have it on the mobile app, they also have it on a desktop app, which is really great, and they're both usable interfaces. So if you wanted something maybe a bit more in detail, the desktop, I mean, I find it personally quite difficult to work my way around. We're not on the negatives yet, but yeah, they have the mobile and they have the desktop version. Another cool feature that they have is the fact that you can auto invest in pies. Delegates your money equally to each stock that you put within this pie, and then you can just keep adding money to this pie and growing it. And actually people put their own pies online, so you can basically copy them and you can basically use their pies and auto invest into them. Literally press how much you want to put and it will literally split your money equally and go there. So that's a really good feature that they've implemented. And one thing that they do better than other trading brokers is the fact that you can actually purchase things within market hours. If you wanted to put purchase down and the market is open, you could actually put that and it would go through as soon as they possibly could. Whereas some other brokers, if you were to put an order through, you'd have to wait till the next trading day. Where in this instance, Trading 212 does benefit from the fact that you can put your order through, you can buy it or sell as quick as you can. In terms of just signing up and just kind of going on there, the only thing that you will need is one of those basic kind of forms where it's like how much you earn and goes into detail about your name and all those sort of details that it just wants to basically do background checks on you. All you need is your national insurance number to hand, and that's the only really complicated thing that I think you need to have. And the minimum deposit requirement is £1, and that is literally it, which is really good. Let's take a dive into the app and have a look around and a walk around of what you would actually see once you've got an account and can kind of go from here. So right here, we've got your watch list and we've got the popular stocks, which are, the most commonly invested in. So we can kind of go through there. And then we've got American stocks, UK stocks, new on Trading 212. We've got ETFs, upcoming earnings. So people that have got upcoming earnings, I think this is a really cool feature that they implement here. They've got an array of different categories that you can kind of go off. Right here, which I mentioned earlier in the video, is all about the pie library, where you can just go ahead and copy people. So they've got the growth stock for 2021. And we've got COVID recovery fund, USA penny stocks, post-COVID boom, defense dividends, and just a load of different pies which people actually give to you and upload onto the actual Trading 212 site. And then you can actually see the slices of how much percentages in each pie. And in terms of the detail that the trading app actually gives you, I mean, it's quite in depth. It's not something that I'd personally recommend going off in your whole entire research, but it is something that can either back up what you're already thinking or aid towards your due diligence before investing into the company. So right here, we've got the company details, which gives you a bit of an in-depth about the detail of the company. We've got the CEO, how many employees, the technology, the industry. We've got the key ratios like the market cap, revenue, and EPS. And then we've got the financial summary. Then in terms of like the income statement, and you can actually go ahead and dive into the full income statement here. You can break it down quarterly, annually, 2018, 2019. We've got the balance sheet in terms of assets to liabilities, their cash flow, which I think, is a really good feature. And like I said, it's not something to definitely go off. I'd never invest in a trade completely off what the brokers are giving you, but it is something to aid or kind of back up what you're already thinking. And in terms of making a trade, if you was to buy, you have the limit order where you can go ahead and put all your limits, stop order, and you have a stop limit order as well. So they've got quite a few features, and you do not pay extra for this. This is completely free. So it's a really good news. Now you're familiar with the app, I've given you a list of all the benefits and what to expect when kind of signing up to this app. Here's a list of negatives that I think should definitely implement your decision and should think before downloading. So obviously Trading 212 has implemented their fractional shares, which I said is very good and it's very useful to have when you don't have large sum of money that you want to be investing with. They can only let you sell from up to 4 decimal places. Either you sell your whole entire amount or you sell up to the 4 decimal places. So if you're buying like a £1 of Amazon, it'll be quite difficult to sell if you were to do that, because it will be so many decimal places. If you wanted to sell like 30, 40 pence, you probably won't be able to do that at all. So you can only sell to 4 decimal places, which is very irritating. If you're trying to buy shares, it's actually difficult to find out what sort of balance you have left, because it doesn't actually have a little indicator that tells you. You actually have to come off the buy section and then go back onto the app and find out how much you have left in the free funds before purchasing, which is very, very irritating. When you're purchasing and buying the stocks, it's really slow when the US market, when the market's open in general, stock buying is super slow. And it actually, as much as they say they try and fill your order as soon as possible, this could take quite a while. I've had it in an instance where it's taken up to 3 to 4 hours to fill the order. And I do know this is because they're quite backed up and they've had a massive increase in terms of users with the new hype stocks kind of come in. I think it's been quite challenging for them, but it is something that definitely needs to be fixed. It's very slow in filling your order. So if you want to get that price there and then, don't expect too much really. Finally, my last negative point is the fact that it restricts buying on certain stocks, on OTC stocks, etc. So if you wanted to sell the stock, go ahead. You can sell as much as you want from that, but you can't buy it anymore, which is so irritating, because especially if you believe in a company and yet it just might be an OTC, or it might just be getting quite a bit of hype, a bit of volatility, and you wanted to purchase a bit more to kind of average down, it doesn't let you do this. And it's definitely heavily affected on the stock market when they restrict it, because there's such a big broker within the UK that is quite difficult. They've restricted quite a few stocks recently, and it's been a bit of a nightmare in terms of trading, and that's one thing that I think is very, very annoying. In terms of my whole entire summary of the Trading 212 app, I believe it has a lot of potential. In terms of how I'd actually use this app for myself personally, and how I do use it for myself, I use it for a bit more like a swing sort of long-term trades, in terms of holding things for like 6-7 months at a time. A minimum amount of time of probably 2 months. That's how long I'd be holding the stocks for, because I'd want to be reaping the benefits from it. You wouldn't use this for day trading or options or anything like that. CFDs, I think, is tailored more towards the experienced traders, and the invest side is very user friendly. If you wanted to put an amount in there, you didn't want your just cash sitting there doing nothing, and you wanted to invest in something long term, this is definitely the app for you, and I think you'll get on very, very well with it. In terms of getting that best price and buying at the right time and trying to work the market in that way, in terms of like day trading to like shorter swing trades, this is not the app for you, unfortunately, and I think you should definitely steer clear away from this. Anyway guys, I hope you did enjoy the video, and let me know what you think to the review and what you think to trade in 212. Pop it in the comments down below. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.